You guys will let me know if it's too loud or too low, right? So far, so good? 1 minute. Sure, you're all on the edge of your seat, and some of you have no idea what's going on here, especially the man with the pink hat and no top. By the way, we are giving away prizes. If you just happen to be here at 12 o'clock and you want to fill out one of the forms for a prize, all you need to do is write neatly so that we can read your name if you win. And the prizes, I should probably tell you what they are. If you're here, you have your choice between 2 women's club pub passports, valet parking, or chairs and umbrella out on the beach here at Margaritaville. I think I know exactly what you're going to take if you win. All right, here we go.
This is Beach Talk Radio.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all ships at sea. This is your captain speaking, Mean Gene. Mean Gene. The following will be a test of the ship's whistle, the sonar alarm, the cable alarm, and the atomic attack alarm.
Ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting live from the Margaritaville Terrace on Fort Myers Beach, 100 feet from the Gulf of America. Here are your award-winning social media superstars, the hosts of Beach Talk Radio, Kim and Ed Ryan.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you. The people in the back have no idea why they're applauding, but thank you very much for doing that. We are broadcasting live actually from La Di Da. This will be our final show here at La Di Da before we go back up on the terrace. We love the staff here at La Di Da. We love this view of the Gulf of America behind us. But we really, really love being on the terrace up there. And so we'll be set up there next Saturday for the rest of season. And Kim is off today. You know, we're getting a little ready for a baby. So she's always hoping. We're always hoping that this could be the day. So it's not our baby, by the way. It's a grandbaby. So you never know. That's on the way. And we have a very special guest today. Joanne, I'm going to hand you that. Joanne Semmer is with us. Nice and close, Joanne. And Joanne, before we get into the blessing of the pets, before the show started, we were kind of talking about how long you've been here. You've been here a few years. Why did you decide Fort Myers Beach? How did that all come about?
Well, that was my parents. They decided to move south, and there were 5 of us in the family, but my brother was in Vietnam and my older sister got married. So there were 3 of us left, and we had a dog and 2 guinea pigs and then 3 kids, and nobody wanted us. They sold their big house in Orlando and bought a mobile home. And we just ended up here because the mobile home park on San Carlos Island would accept us.
Well, you said that you started out on Hibiscus.
I started out on San Carlos Island and Nancy Lane in the mobile home park.
And then how did you wind up on Hibiscus?
Well, I got married and I had 3 kids, and we lived on Hibiscus for 17 years. And then I moved back to San Carlos Island.
Now, you've seen some changes here on the beach, right? I mean,
absolutely.
And what are your fondest memories of the time that you were on Hibiscus and living on the beach? What do you remember the most?
My kids grew up on the beach. We would just walk across the beach, and that's where we'd spend our days.
Yeah. And did they all go to the beach school?
Yes, they did.
Awesome. It's a shame what's happening to the beach school right now.
Well, I hope it can come back.
Yeah. And so you move over to you move back over to San Carlos Island, and you have a house on Oak Street.
I live on the last dirt road on Fort Myers Beach on Oak Street.
And what happened during Ian to your street there?
Well, we had a lot of water. I had over 10 feet of water. Inside my house, I had 6 feet of water. But I stayed with my brother at Semmer Electric on the 2nd floor. Yeah. And he was at 15 feet, and we had 12 feet of water in the driveway.
What was it like seeing that storm come that close to where you were and seeing everything outside the window there?
We saw the shrimp boats move. We saw the big 100-foot yachts move. One yacht landed on top of my car.
Yikes.
And then when that floated off, then a dock came and landed on my car.
So your car didn't make it.
No.
When you're watching that storm, now we're coming up on 3 years. Can you believe that? It's going to be 3 years, just the way time flies. And by the way, we're not commemorating the 3rd anniversary of Hurricane Ian. We're done birthdaying Hurricane Ian, maybe 5 years because there'll be so much more built. But when you see that kind of destruction happening from Mother Nature and you're watching it right outside the window there, what are you thinking? Like, holy smokes.
Well, I always said, it happens all over the world. It was just our turn.
Yeah.
But at the worst part of the storm, when the wind was, we figured 170 miles an hour, but the Coast Guard documented 168 mile an hour winds. The air turned white, and somebody told me it was because the raindrops became aerosol.
Really?
But it was white.
I didn't know that.
Well, I was there. I saw it.
I didn't even realize the winds were 168 miles an hour. That's crazy.
Right. A gentleman who was writing a book, he interviewed me, and he said the Coast Guard documented 168 mile an hour gusts.
Now, of course, you're in that area where there are shrimp boats, and they just wound up in one giant hunk of metal.
We watched them all go by.
Yeah. Crazy. Do you know how many are left over there now? Is it 1 or 2?
I don't know. You'd have to talk to Erickson and Jensen.
Yeah. And so you said 8 feet in your house, 6 feet in your house?
I'm 4 feet up, and I had 6 feet of water inside my house.
And how, and you're getting it repaired now? And
well, we gutted it and remodeled it. And then I got 4 inches with Milton.
4 inches. You can handle 4 inches.
Inside.
So the other stuff that you're very involved in the community. And one of the other things that you do is the fishing tournament for the kids, and talk about the organization that you.
Well, it's through the Otsego Bay Foundation Marine Science Center. We've been here 32 years. We're very proud of all the different things that we do. We do summer camp. We just finished 4 weeks of summer camp this summer. We do a kids fishing tournament. We used to do it at Bonita Bills. Now we do it at Moss Marine. This year we only had 70 kids. We usually average 120. The most was 169.
Wow.
And then everything's free for the kids. Everything is free. We don't want the kids or their families to worry about having to pay anything.
Right. You don't have an entry fee. I think you have free fishing poles for the kids.
Yeah, everything is free, and everything's donated. The trophies are donated. The food is donated. The shrimp, the bait is donated. Everything's donated.
And you just had that recently.
Yeah, we always do it the Saturday before the 4th of July.
And tell us a little bit about the organization, what that organization does.
Well, the Otsego Bay Foundation is a marine science center. We work with students, with schools. We went from 3,000 square feet in our museum, and now we're at 450 square feet at the Estero Island Historical Society campus behind the beach school.
Okay.
But we're still doing everything that we did. We just do it differently. We teach oil spill first response certification classes. We're the only group in this part of the state that does that. During the BP spill, we were put on notice to be able to deploy if they needed us in Florida, but thank God they didn't. We train people from Collier County, Lee County, Charlotte County. Our members go through all 3 counties. We train state and county employees. It's just amazing. The Coast Guard has said since we've started our oil spill co-op that oil spills in Southwest Florida have been reduced by more than 50%, and any that we have are minimal.
That's great.
Because it's a 3-day course, 2 days of lectures and videos, and 1 day actually on the water, pulling boom, doing drills.
Wow. How many people are in the organization?
Oh my gosh. I'd have to sit down and count them again, but there's hundreds that are trained oil spill first responders.
When you said you have 160 odd kids, or did, for the fishing tournament, where do the kids do they come from all over Lee County?
They come from all over Lee County, and we actually had some families that would schedule they're from out of state, and they would schedule their vacations here around our fishing tournament. And we've had a couple that are 3-generation families where the grandfather fished in it, and then his child fished in it, and now they brought their baby.
Yeah. Now, by the way, Jessica Titus is watching. She says you're amazing.
Hi, Jesse. She's my hero.
Yeah, you guys are both great. Jessie, we love Jessie. She gets on our Facebook page, and whenever stuff comes up, she comments, and she's wonderful. So, the other thing I wanted to ask you about before we got to the blessing of the pets was, I don't know if people know that you're the chairperson of the mosquito board.
Fort Myers Beach Mosquito Control District.
Sorry.
Right.
And
we're going to be celebrating our 75th anniversary.
75th anniversary.
And I want everybody to know we're one of the smallest mosquito control districts in the state. We have the lowest tax millage of any mosquito control district in the state. We're fully funded. We have no debt, and we take no state funds.
And there's this, all right, go ahead, you guys. There's a specific reason, and I'm not going to ask her to say anything about it, but you guys need to know all that stuff because there is a movement to try and take the district away from Fort Myers Beach and merge it with Lee County. So you might want to stay involved in that. There might be a referendum that comes up
next November.
Not this November, the 26th.
26th in November.
And so, I mean, and unfortunately, I think that means everybody in Lee County gets to vote. I don't remember. Is that everybody in Lee County gets one vote?
The Fort Myers Beach district people that can vote, they vote separately, and then the rest of Lee County votes separately, and both of them have to agree.
Okay, so the goal is to make sure that if you're going to go out and vote, and if you want to save your district, to vote to save the district, because if it loses here, most likely it's I don't know. I'm not going to try and predict anything, but the safest thing to do is make sure it wins here on the beach. Then it's done.
But I need to say a disclaimer. I am not allowed to lobby against
the
merger.
You didn't.
Yeah, but I can give you facts. I can just give you facts. But again, we have the lowest millage of any mosquito control district in the whole state of Florida. We have no debt. We're fully funded, and we take no state funds. And we're in the process of rebuilding our new office and facility. And we do fantastic work. I don't think you understand all the diseases out there that we help keep under control. Mosquito control is so important for public health.
I got an email yesterday from somebody who he has a house down here, but he was in Indiana. I think he's not here yet. And he heard there's mosquitoes by his house. So he wanted to know, he knew you were coming on the show. He wanted to know if I would ask you about when he was going to get sprayed. And by the time you showed up for the show today, his house had already been sprayed this morning. So you took care of it. Whoever it was, you took care of.
Right. Jenna, she's a state representative.
Jenna Persons Mullica.
Right. She actually stated that we provide a concierge service. You cannot spray by helicopter here. We take in the aquatic preserve, all the parks and things like that. And by EPA Clean Water Act, we're very restricted in what we can spray. But we can only spray an hour after sunset and be done an hour before sunrise.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know those were the rules.
Oh, those are the rules because we don't want to interfere with bees and butterflies and all the other beneficial insects that are out there. That's federal law.
Bees are beneficial?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that. I don't know.
You eat fruit and vegetables, don't you? And they pollinate.
I probably should eat more.
It's just incredible. We have to account for every droplet of chemical that we use. We have to give monthly reports. And we have 2 trucks with sprayers. We have a 4-wheeler that we spray with, and we use backpacks.
So for those that don't know, the facility is over by where the women's club used to be. Where everything used to be is all you need to say on this island right now. But it's over on
Lazy Way.
Lazy Way, and it's right by the water. And I think you're in a trailer now, but you used to have a building.
We're in the process of building a new facility.
Who's the builder? Do you know?
We're actually getting a modular structure.
Cool.
And I can't remember the name of the contractor.
Right. And so if is it mosquito season? Is there such a thing, or is it always mosquito season?
Yeah, it's when it rains, we have more mosquitoes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So we're in mosquito
But know that
season.
mosquitoes can travel 25 miles.
Wow.
And we cannot spray adulticides in the aquatic preserve or any of the parks. So we use larvicides, but that's something you need to talk to our director about.
Yeah. And so if anybody has an issue like with mosquitoes by their house, should they call the office?
They can call the office or they can email us. We had a website for 14 years, and then last November, for some reason, it just disappeared.
China.
It disappeared, and so we had to hire a new company to build us a new website.
So you're waiting on that.
No, it's done.
Oh, it's
all done.
So what's the website address? Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. You'll
I have
Google
to have it written down.
Google
I'm
it.
sorry.
But is
Yeah.
there a phone number you want to give out to the office?
I can't remember that
Okay,
either.
all right.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
take care of that, everybody. I'll put it on our Facebook. I didn't tell her I was going to ask her about this,
Yes.
so I'm the one that did this. She was really only here for one thing, and that was to, by the way, if you showed up late, we are giving away prizes, and all you need to do is fill out your name and phone number and email in this bucket here. We usually have some help, but and all we're going to do at 12 o'clock is pull a name out. That's all. Anybody can fill it out, whether you're here to watch the show or you're just sitting around eating. Just come up over to this table. And so every year, I think for like 30 years or something, right? I think I
Right.
read about the blessing of the pets. It's been going on a
so
long
it's been
time.
30 years. If you guys know about St. Francis, you've heard about St. Francis, right? Well, I'm here with St. Raphael's Episcopal Church. I'm on their bishop's committee. He was a Catholic friar, and he was remembered he embraced poverty, preaching to the poor and lepers, and having a deep love for all creation. He's famous for treating animals and nature as his brothers and sisters. He preached to the birds and wrote a poem which praised nature and creatures. His feast day is October 4th, so we celebrate the blessing of animals on the day close to October 4th. The blessing is a special service for people to bring their pets to the church to get a blessing from the priest. Prayers are given, thanking God for our animals and asking God to protect and bless them, recognizing their role in creation. The priest may give a short talk on St. Francis and the importance of this ceremony in the church. The blessing is a way to acknowledge the spiritual and the interconnected significance of all life. It's a reminder that animals are part of God's creation and have importance beyond their utility to humans. It fosters care, compassion, and responsibility towards animals and nature. I don't know about you guys, but I love my 2 dogs.
Yeah. By the way, it doesn't have to be just dogs or cats.
Oh, no. Over the years, we've blessed turtles, mice, snakes, cats, dogs, birds, chickens, and even fish.
Wait, you blessed mice?
Yes, we do. You just bring your pet.
I don't know if a mouse is a pet. Does anyone? Have you ever had a mouse as a pet, Joanne?
I'm sorry?
Have you ever had a mouse as a pet?
When I was little, I had a white rat named Elsie.
I see. What is the strangest pet you've ever had? The rat?
I don't know. At Otsego Bay, we had all kinds of things
I
at
got
the
you.
Science Center. We had long-lured frogfish that walked on the bottom.
Yeah.
We had lobsters. We had fighting conchs. Anybody here know about fighting conchs? They have blue eyes on long stalks.
Yeah.
And I used to call one Frank Sinatra. And he would come out and stick his eyes out and just watch you and follow you.
So let me ask you this. We've got a toad problem at our house, like those big toads that,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm talking
need to
about?
get rid of those.
No, can I bring it to be blessed?
I guess, but nobody's going to handle it.
No, I'm going to bring it at the end of a pitchfork.
But I want to say we've been offering the blessing of the animals for the past 30 years. The event has been held inside the church, in the churchyard, in the parish hall, and we've done, it's been done as part of a Sunday service or a separate service on Saturday. But this year, we're having this service on Saturday, next Saturday, September 27th at 10 a.m. in our parish hall at 5601 Williams Drive. All animals should be contained either on a leash or in a carrier of some kind. And the service is short, and we'll have water and snacks for our furry friends. Father Michael will bless each pet individually.
And Father Michael was on last year to talk about blessing of the pets. He's out of town this week.
He's out of town,
Bunting
and
is out
Ellie
of town.
Bunting. So you get me.
No, we're glad you're here because you're a wealth of information. So are they, but you all are. So the blessing of the pets is next Saturday. If you've never been to the church, it's kind of like Mid-Island, right? Williams Drive is basically about Mid-Island.
You turn on, is it Randy Lane or Williams?
It's Williams Drive. I think it's Williams, and then there's Williams, and then Williams turns into something. Anyway, it's Williams, and then it's in a neighborhood. It's at the end of a neighborhood, which is really cool.
On a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. The church is just wonderful. It's historical. And they built a church out of that coquina rock, kind of like what they made the Spanish forts out of. And even though we got 8 feet of water in the buildings did not collapse or anything. Of course, we had to remodel. Yeah. But all our buildings were still standing after the storm.
Yep. And they're still kind of rebuilding the
house is done, and then the hall is done. Comfort Hall is done, and we're now finishing the church.
And the regular service is Sunday at
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Every Sunday at 10 o'clock.
Every Sunday at 10 a.m.
Just one service per weekend?
Just one.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on in your life that you want to share?
Oh, there's just a lot going on. I'm a great grandma.
Hey, your first time?
Yeah, first time.
Wow.
She's 6 months old. Her name's Jade.
Jade, very cool.
Yes.
She lives down here?
No, in Orlando.
Orlando. So you get to go back and forth to Disney.
I've had enough of Disney.
Right. Well, our grandson, when he's born, is going to have a pass for the rest of his life, and we're going to take him to Disney all the time. It's the happiest place on earth, Joanne. Next to the beach, of course. What do you think of the changes going on the beach right now with the redevelopment? What is your thought?
Some is good and some is bad. I was here when you weren't allowed to build over 3 stories.
Yeah. Now, a few more than
now
well,
you can.
You have to build a little bit higher because of the flood zones and all that, but some are going higher, way higher than that. So, and you were probably around when they had the drawbridge down there too, right?
Oh yes, yes. I walked that drawbridge many times.
Cool. All right. So once again, you can bring your pets, anything from rats to mice to birds to dogs and cats. By the way, have you ever seen crazy dogs eating kids out on the beach or anything? Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything out there.
Crazy dogs?
Yeah. You have to have your dog on a leash, though, once you're out on the beach. Except for, and this is the county, you're not allowed to have dogs in the county beach, which is weird, very confusing. Because if you see a no dog sign out by the county beach, you think that means no dogs. But once it changes to the town's beach, you are allowed to have dogs, but they must be on a 6-foot leash. So anyway, I don't know why I brought that up. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So tomorrow, next Saturday at 10 o'clock, blessing of the pets, and there will be refreshments and dog treats and
right. And if you come on down, even if you don't have a pet, maybe we can rent you one. But it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. Any final thoughts, Joanne?
Nope. But thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. Big hand for Joanne Semmer, everybody. Thank you very much, and good luck with blessing of the pets. Please tell everybody at the church that we said hello, and good luck with everything down at the church and with the pets. All right, Joanne, thank you very much. And before we get to our next set of guests, how many did you bring today, Barbara? Oh, Barbara's all alone today. Last night, you brought the whole ParrotPhest posse. We did our show last night in Cape Coral, and the Southwest Florida Parrot Head Club is located in Cape Coral, where we do our Friday show at Hooked Island Grill. But before we have Barbara come on, I want to let you know about our sponsors for the day. Michael Stewart, a structural engineer. If you're gearing up to rebuild, whether it's residential or commercial, mechanical, electrical, or plumbing, Michael Stewart is who you want to call first to make sure that your building does not fall down into the sand or the water or the street. It's never going to fall down if Michael Stewart is your structural engineer. Give Michael Stewart a call right now at 239-292-7670. That's 239-292-7670. He's also online at mstewartpe.com. And speaking of building solid homes, Power Block Builders, they've been building new homes for 35 years. They have Meet the Builder days to showcase the homes that are currently being built. They can build all kinds of beach homes, from stick-built cottage homes to luxury custom homes. And you can call their office right now at 239-849-1919. That's 239-849-1919. Power Block Builders. We appreciate Power Block Builders and Michael Stewart, PE, our engineer, for being a sponsor of today's Saturday show. What a beautiful day it is outside today, don't you think, Barbara?
It's great. What a setting. I mean, it doesn't get better office than this, huh?
Well, it does next Saturday when we're up on the terrace. It sure does.
Well,
And
it's true.
just one more reminder, if you just showed up, we are giving away prizes. If you want to register, there's no purchase necessary. All you need to do is come over to this table, fill out your name, and at the end of the show, when we sign off, we'll pull out a winner, and you have your choice of 3 prizes, including chairs and umbrellas out on the beach, which is very nice. So we were chatting last night at our Cape Coral show, and thank you so much for coming to that. And right before I left, I said, I'll see you tomorrow. And you were
Yes,
like,
you
what are you
did.
talking about? I said, you're on the show tomorrow when we get to Margaritaville.
Yeah, I'm glad you said something because I had some other things I was going to do today, but this is fine. I
Yeah.
always enjoy talking to you.
And then you looked at me funny, and I was like, maybe I got the days wrong. So now, of course, I'm getting old. I'm going to be 60, so I forget everything. And I went home to check and reminded myself.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. And the reason that we have you on, not only to talk about the club, is that there's a big ParrotPhest coming up here at Margaritaville from October 3rd to the 5th. But first, let's start with the Southwest Florida Parrothead Club. What's it all about?
The Parrothead Clubs are a not-for-profit social club following the Jimmy Buffett lifestyle and, of course, his music that he's given us over the years. Since he's passed, obviously his music still lives on, and there's many other musicians that are carrying on similar music tones that follow the whole tropical lifestyle that obviously we all enjoy, especially if you're in Florida. That's the way it works. We do a lot of charity work. Like I said, we're not for profit. So our club has about 130 members. It's Cape Coral and Fort Myers. We meet at least once a month and have a happy hour. And we sometimes will do 50-50 raffles there. Some of the areas that we've donated to, Alzheimer's is our primary one, which is what the ParrotPhest is going to be donating. All the proceeds from that will go to Alzheimer's. We also do a lot of local charities. We've given quite a bit of money to the Fort Myers Beach Hurricane Relief Fund back when Ian hit. We do the Cape Coral Animal Shelter. We do Hope Hospice, Cancer Society, breast cancer. We cook meals at Ronald McDonald House. We do a road cleanup periodically in Cape Coral. We do beach cleanups occasionally. Just anything for the environment and community. That's what the club is all about.
Where do you do the happy hours?
Happy hours, we typically do them in Cape Coral only because that's where the majority of our club members are. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with Cape Coral. They definitely have a lot of bars there. And during season, as you know, to come out to Fort Myers Beach sometimes is a little trying. But we do quite a few. We've done some happy hours at the pool. We've done some sunsets gatherings at the beach. So we try to break it up quite a bit as much as we can. We have anywhere at our happy hours, anywhere from 15 to 35 people that show up. So we have to have it at places that are willing to accommodate that many people as well.
I was saying to you last night that I still can't believe that he passed away. Was 71, I think, 70 or 71 when he passed away.
Yeah.
And my wife and I would sit out in the back Saturday nights to listen to the concerts, the live concerts. It was Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I believe, for a long time.
Yeah.
And she would be like, is there anything else we can listen to? Because, you know, here's a guy that created a worldwide brand with basically 13 songs. And every time you'd listen to a concert, he'd play a new song, and everybody would be like, all right, we'll get to the ones we've only heard 10,000 times because that's the one we want to hear again. And the crowd would go crazy. And we went to, I don't know how many concerts we went to in Tampa at the amphitheater.
Yep.
It's like a crazy, if you've never been to one, well, you can't be to one anymore, but the parking lots.
The parking lot is where the party's at.
I was amazed that some of the people at the time they started those parties ever made it in to see the concert because you got guys with pickup trucks and slides into baby pools drinking alcohol, and something bad is going to happen with something like that when they start at 8 o'clock in the morning.
You walk around the parking lot and everybody's giving out free margaritas or shots of tequila. I mean, it's just
right.
It's amazing.
Everybody's a friend in a parking lot like that, and he would drive by in his limo or whatever it was, his SUV, and make sure he saw the whole thing. And then you get inside, and as you're waiting for it, the beach balls are going around all over the place. And I don't know where the lawn was at the Tampa amphitheater, but it was somewhere in the back. There's no way anybody could see the show. That's where all the drunk people went that were in the parking lot in their pickup trucks. So the brands that he's been able to just an incredible success.
Obviously, Margaritaville resorts have just gone leaps and bounds. I think you can find one almost everywhere.
Stephen Clark is watching. He says he's a parrot head. Did you know Stephen Clark? Have you followed him? If you haven't followed him, you should follow him. He's an entertainer. He's going to be, I don't know, maybe he can post on there where he's going to be during the Songwriter Festival, which I think starts tonight. It starts this weekend and goes right through the week until it ends with Chris Young at the Pink Shell. And I know he's going to be playing all over the place, but he went on this crazy safari, like where he was thumb wrestling with gorillas, and he was they got close I guess that's in Africa, right? That's probably not in Illinois. But anyway, what were we talking about?
We were just talking about the whole Jimmy Buffett brand. So the ParrotPhest is coming up that weekend. It's there's no admission fee. We've got some great raffles. There's going to be 7 baskets that have a value of $200 to $300. And then Margaritaville has got 6 to 8 different getaways that we're raffling off. Tickets will be $5. They're going to be a table set up in the lobby of Margaritaville. We'll be selling tickets all day Friday and all day Saturday. So please stop by. Like I said, all the money goes to Alzheimer's. We got some great stuff to raffle off. In one of the baskets, one of our parrot heads donated a plane ride that will go over the islands and the waterways around here for an hour. Which is great. We got a Margaritaville bicycle that we're going to be raffling off. So lots of fun stuff. Music all day at the pool up there. So check it out online, the ParrotPhest, and there's a full music schedule. We've got a parrot head costume contest on Friday night. Anything goes.
Okay. Coconut bras.
Anything goes. And I'm going to be one of 3 judges, and Margaritaville is giving a getaway. I think it's a 2 or 3 night stay at the resort for the winner. That'll be fun.
I could do without seeing dudes. I could do without seeing dudes in a coconut bra for the rest of my life, however short that is. So that's Friday night.
That's Friday night. Yeah. Yep.
And October 3rd through the 5th is when the ParrotPhest festivities are taking place. And how will you be raising money?
Through the raffles and 50/50s.
Okay, and the money is all for Alzheimer's?
Entirely will go to Alzheimer's.
Why did you choose the Alzheimer's Association to be the charity?
Well, the parrot heads have done Alzheimer's over the years, and if you look into it, Jimmy Buffett's father was sick with Alzheimer's, and that's ended up to be his demise. So over the years, parrot heads have just decided Alzheimer's is going to be the primary fundraiser. So that's what this one is for. So we always do one a year that's big for Alzheimer's. In addition to our club, we've invited the Villages Parrot Head Club to come down and join us. So they're bringing a bunch of people down and also doing basket donations towards the raffle. So it's 2 clubs going into this event. And Margaritaville's been awesome at opening their arms and pulling out all the stops to accommodate us with room discounts and filling up the music schedule with some great artists. So come out and support the Parrot Heads as well as Alzheimer's, as well as Margaritaville. It's a great resort.
Yeah. Do you get together with other clubs from around the state? And is it like a big...
We do. There's quite a few. There's a lot of clubs in Florida. One of the things about being a Parrot Head is we have, there's music festivals all over the country. Similar to this one, they're usually a weekend long. Some of them have registration fees. You go and you stay at a hotel, you party around the pool, and you listen to music all day. All of my best friends are Parrot Heads now. Over the years, I've been involved with Parrot Heads for about 15 years. And wherever you go, whether it's Key West or out to Colorado, you can always count on a Parrot Head club that you can hook up with, and they'll embrace you with open arms. and more than likely somebody there that you met in Key West or someplace else. So it's kind of our own little family, and it's a fun group of people.
Yeah, just to give you, Stephen Clark did post he's going to be on Captiva at Jensen's at 2:15 today. And he's also playing the ParrotPhest on October the 4th at 7:30. He'll be right here at La Di Da. So
Awesome.
He's back from his trip, and I think he started playing again last night at Doc Ford's. I think that's where he was, if I remember right. So the other thing I wanted to ask you about was if somebody wanted to join the organization, how do they do that?
I've got some applications with me, and I also have some little cards that has our website on it. You can either join with the application, or there's also a way to join online. You can check out our Facebook page, has all the information on it, our website. It costs $25 to join per year, and renewal is $15. So it's, minimal money. And like I said, we always have something going on. Since the hurricanes, we kind of took a back seat for a while. Things slowed down. We lost some members because they moved out, obviously, but we're starting to rebuild again and having lots more events going on and a lot more fundraisers going on again. So we'd love the more the merrier.
So this is October 3rd to October 5th here at Margaritaville, and that's Friday through Sunday event.
It is.
And it's really like a trop rock kind of thing. So there's all kinds of different music.
There's tons of music all the days at the pool, and then in the evenings they move up to the chill bar. We got some great bands playing as well as some single musicians. So it's a great thing. Stop by. Like I said, it's free other than any drinks or food you want to purchase.
What was the name of that? Tanya? What was the name of that? Oh, I can't remember the name of the place that she found the shirt. I got to tell you this story before you leave. So we had these shirts made up. I know I'm veering to the left here, but we had these shirts made up with all of our logos on it for our birthday party, for our 7th anniversary birthday party. And my wife took the shirt off and she left it here and forgot it and it got lost. And so I called down here and asked if they found it. They didn't find it. So I figured it would turn up. Well, the nice lady just came back and dropped the shirt off. She found it at some like Goodwill where somebody tried to resell our shirt. And I was like, nobody would ever buy anything like from the Goodwill with our logo on it. It was the now I remember, it was the Teen Challenge place. Has anybody ever been to that? What is that place? It's a thrift store, right? So they thought they could somebody had to sell it to them, right? So did the thrift store have to buy it? Oh, yeah, they take it for free on like consignment. So no money probably changed hands from this. Unless she bought it.
Yeah.
Unless she bought it to bring it back. Now, I didn't even ask her that. That was very rude of me. And my wife's like, no, what are you talking about? I lose my shirt. I was like, yeah, you lost your shirt. That's why. And I'm surprised she hasn't shopped there because she loves shopping at the Goodwill. So anyway,
Well, I'm glad you got it back.
Yeah. So what else were we going to talk about?
Well, I think we've pretty much covered everything. Like I said, if anybody wants to become a Parrot Head, there's, you can volunteer for some of the things we do, or you don't have to do anything. I mean, we're pretty easy going.
When's your next event other than this?
Well, what we have, Parrot Heads in general, they have what I like to call a national convention. It's called the Meeting of the Minds.
Yes.
They do that. Well, it used to be in Key West. Now it's up at Gulf Shores. This is the 3rd year it's up at Gulf Shores. So that's a big music event again. That one you have to pay for. But there's another one going on in Key West that many of us are going to from here. It's called Trop Rock Duval. And that one there again is all free. It's kind of a takeoff from what Meeting of the Minds used to be in Key West. There isn't a central location, but there's multiple bars that will have trop rock musicians. There again, it's free other than your room rates, whatever you can pull together there. Tons of Parrot Heads from all over will be there as well as other people. And that's a great event. So at this point, we're just concentrating on that. And then I think we're going to be moving into the Alzheimer's Walk.
When is that?
That's November. I'd have to look up the date for the Fort Myers one.
It's in Fort Myers?
There is a Fort Myers one, yep.
Where do you know where they
It's going to be at the University Walk there, the Florida State.
Okay, the college?
Yeah, the college
FGCU?
there. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What is the website if somebody wants to go and sign up?
For Alzheimer's?
Yeah, no, for the...
Oh, for ours?
Yeah.
It's swflphc.com.
Awesome.
You can find that. I've got all the information with me if anybody needs anything. Otherwise, if you go onto our Facebook page, which is just Southwest Florida Parrot Head Club, you can find all the our website and all the other activities that we've been up to on there.
And ParrotPhest is October 3rd through the 5th. It's here at Margaritaville, so we hope you come down and have some fun, but also help raise money for the Alzheimer's Association.
Please come. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Barbara,
Ed.
for coming on 2 nights in a row. Big hand for Barbara. Thank you. This is going to be our last call for you guys if you want to be eligible to win one of these prizes that we're giving away, which is 2 passports from the Women's Club, free. You can get valet parking here at the resort to use whenever you'd like, or chairs and umbrellas out in the sand. Now, I don't know if that includes a pass to the pool, but I will find out if that's a prize that you win. So if you haven't filled out the sheet, it's right over here. I have 2 other quick things, or 3 quick things to mention. If you're not doing anything this afternoon and you want to support another local business, Sandy Bottoms is having a little get-together out in their lot over there. The Whale is close to opening. I'm not going to say when because I don't know for sure, but they were targeting around early November to open up the Whale, and they're kind of having like a party over there. They're doing the Job U Fest thing. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but the Job U Fest meets the Whale over there in the parking lot. And that starts at 2:00. There's going to be live music out there and a lot of day drinking, if that's what you like to do. So it's right down the street on the other side of Estero Boulevard, and that starts at 2:00 today. A big round of applause for everybody who came out for the Great American Cleanup today. I don't know if you saw the red shirts out there. There's a lot of people out, or they're blue shirts. I saw red shirts. Maybe it was just a team of people down by Dog Beach. Yeah, they were all over Southwest Florida. Keeply County Beautiful had, I think, 2 locations here on Fort Myers Beach, at least 2 locations. So thank you to everybody who came out to the beach to help clean up. And finally, tomorrow's show is at 10:00 at Wahoo Willie's. You might have heard there's a recall election in early November. So tomorrow we're going to have John King on, who's on the recall ballot. They're trying to recall John and Karen. And then right after John tomorrow is going to be Eddie Rude, who is a candidate for the recall. So that's going to be interesting tomorrow. The mayor will be off tomorrow, and that show starts at 10:00. So thank you all for coming, and we will see you tomorrow morning at 10:00. We're going to sign off the Facebook page, and then we're going to do the drawing. So you all have a great day here on Fort Myers Beach. Thank you for coming.